Hello, namaste, and welcome to Candid Conversations. My name is Pragati Sharma, your host for today's evening, and we have another brand with us today, that is DCM Group of Schools, and we have Dr. Anirudh Gupta. He is CEO of DCM Group of Schools. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Pragati. Thank you.
Sir, since it's Candid Conversation, we try to go behind the story, behind the scenes, that what has made this entire brand so big. So today's first question from my side would be, so how was your emotion on the very first day when you started this journey of DCM Group of Schools?
Pragati, it was a great feeling. It was a matter of great pride for me to join this organization with such a strong legacy. When I joined it in 1997, it was the golden jubilee year of DCM Group of Schools. So I was, totally in awe, and I was both conscious and cautious. Fine. So brimming with ideas, energy, I was around 21 years old that time. So it was a great feeling joining this organization with such a rich legacy and great ethos and such like nice traditions. So it was a great feeling. I told you I was around 21 years. So my experience, because I was from engineering background, I was not from an educational background. So but right from day one, the entire experience has been really challenging. Fine. So it was not easy for me to, get into the shoes of an entrepreneur. All right. So because I realized, the moment I joined, there was so much I wanted to change. And, in an old organization, I mean, people have high eyebrows, like it's not easy to go unconventional and to, change the set norms. So it was an extremely challenging, experience for me. And the more I delve into it, the more I get into the depth. Was it the administration, or was it, marketing or technology? So I'm happy that, right from day one, I, got down into, business, and I've been able to bring a lot of revolutionary changes, I'll say, and, usher this organization in the 21st century.
That when you are actually taking an organization, take control of it, you want to bring a lot of changes and talking about challenges, nothing can be so easy. So when you are running such a huge group of schools, there will be so many challenges. And again, sir, since we are talking about challenges, I would like to know a little more about, because of COVID now, not just because COVID, before that also, running such a huge group of schools, what were the greatest challenges or the biggest challenge so far you have faced?
Pragati, I mean, there's not one, there are a lot many challenges, you have to virtually burn yourself. And, I believe that speed of the engine is the speed of the train. Fine. So if you want to take the organization to next level, take everybody, along. So you have to have, mentally geared up and prepared to face all these onslaught of challenges. I will like to, talk about a lot of regulatory challenges because of the government policies. Like we have a new government in place, just 2 days back. So every government, they has their own approach, their own style of functioning. So in India, education is a state chapter. So other than the policies and framework of the government of India, Ministry of Education, so we have a lot of boards like examining board like CBSE, and then we have state government regulatory acts. So we are in a, kind of an over-regulated environment. So we have to face a lot of challenges from that aspect, not me, any organization, in India. Second, there are a lot of human resource challenges, especially in a place like Punjab. You train the people, you guide them, mentor them, and suddenly you realize that they are, they've taken a visa to Canada. Fine. So the training, the retention, their grooming, their skilling, and to keep up their motivation level. Fine. To guide them on various aspects. So human resource remains one of the biggest challenge. And then there are, of course, a lot of socio-economic challenges, financial challenges. Fine. So running any educational organization these days is full of challenges. But it all depends that how you look at the things, how you whether your approach is problem finding or problem solving. So how you manage the things. So it's not difficult, but yes, of course, there are many challenges from the policy framework aspect, from the technological aspect. Fine. So but as the going gets tough, the tough gets going. So we have worked out on a lot of SOPs, and we are a very people-friendly organization. So our attrition rate is very, very low. Generally, people do not leave the organization unless they are flying to Canada or Australia. 2007, I had given a statement, like for any society or any town, we say industrialize or perish. Fine. So I used to tell all the school promoters and owners that you have to either digitize or perish. Fine. So the technology is here to stay. I mean, either you embrace technology or you're nowhere. So we have been right from our inception. We have been very forthcoming in introducing technology, bringing them to classrooms, bringing them to our administration. We started almost 15 years ago, and with all these ERPs and all the gadgets. So technology has been one of our, fortes where we have really worked very hard.
I'm sure, sir. I mean, listening to what you were saying, and one thing which I really, really liked, and I am sure the viewers also will love to, re-quote it, the way you have managed the HR system. You're humanizing people and, not taking them as a machine. Because I know when the COVID had come, everybody was just burdening teachers, students, everyone with lot of digitization, which was and people were getting fatigue in that. But since everything goes very smooth in the DCM group of schools, so I think that was a smooth sail for the schools. So moving on to the next part, I know you are involved with so many organizations, so many NGOs, and you are into leadership positions with them. So how would you like to suggest 2 things to the people who are who want to climb this ladder, so that they can also run or maybe a part of leadership like you?
You see, I think if I talk about K-12 segment, fine, we don't need good teachers. Fine, we need good leaders. Fine, and I had recommended the government to set up National Institute of School Leadership. Fine, because leadership can do magic. As I said, speed of the engine is the speed of the train. The way leader thinks, the way leader perceives, the way leader imagines, the way one leads becomes the culture of the organization. Fine. So I like to suggest people, I think a very, very basic thing, be focused and do not be conventional. In India, the problem is we don't take risk. We do not experiment. Fine. So I think, to be a dynamic leader, you have to take calculated risk. You have to have the capability of thinking out of the box, critical thinking, creative thinking. All right. So I think, for any successful leader, visionary leader, so you have to be focused. You have to have a great analytical approach. You have to take decisions. Leadership is all about taking decisions, your problem solving skills. All right. And you have to see that whether you have to lead from the front or lead from the back. All right. So I think leadership is the key. You want to do anything, be on a sports ground or in industry or in education. I think we need great leaders.
Beautiful, sir. And now I would like to, moving towards the end of the show, I would like to know what are the future endeavors of DCM Group of Schools to our, if you want to share it with our viewers.
Yeah. So the first, thing here I like to share is we are setting up India's first school of entrepreneurship for kids. Fine. So our focus, one of our key focus area is entrepreneurship. Fine. Because I think you might be a doctor, engineer, lawyer, architect, pilot, whatever. You need to have an entrepreneurial mindset. Fine. So today, I mean, it's an era of startup. It's an era of innovations. We need to incubate the students. We need to condition them to be the brightest and the best. And for what the most essential skills they need are the entrepreneurship skills. So we have set up DCM, yes, which is DCM's Young Entrepreneur School. Fine. Which is a first of its kind in India. All right. Then we have, plans to set up India's best center of teachers training and research. Because if you want to do anything in this space, you need, visionary, hardworking and skilled people, dynamic leaders. So we are wanting to create, those set of people who can, like talking about NAP or talking about technology or talking about entrepreneurship skills. So what is happening that, right now when they're coming to us, fine. So they have their own, preconceived notions. They have already worked in some organizations or, so we have to make them unlearn and relearn. All right. So we are wanting to set up such center and we already started working on that. Thirdly, we are setting up, DISC, which is DCM Innovative School on Cloud. All right. Because we believe, other than the physical schools, we are setting up a totally online school. All right. So there are not many plans, like we are not on an rapid expansion spree. Neither we are getting into this franchisee thing. So we want to do maybe little work in terms of quantum, but quality work. Fine. We want to make our journey more purposeful, need-based, and in sync with the needs of 21st century.
So, sir, two things which I really liked about the future endeavors was one thing which you want to say that entrepreneurial skills in the children, it is actually हमारी भारत की भूमि ऐसी है जहाँ पे बहुत सारा दिमाग है लोगों में, but it's just that हमारा एजुकेशन सिस्टम हमें लैग कर रहा था और हम लोग रिस्क नहीं ले पा रहे थे अभी तक.
Absolutely,
absolutely. Yeah, now we have come to the place जहाँ पे हम risk takers हो चुके हैं, and I think that is the new India. And thanks to the media, thanks to the promotions, thanks to the candid conversations like this, which are just promoting that everybody is talking about entrepreneurship, and it is actually one of the greatest skills children should have. Okay, sir. So, are you a morning person or a night owl?
I think both, because I get up early in the morning and there's hardly any day when I'm able to speak before 12, sleep before 12. So I am both actually.
Okay, wow. Sir, if I give you tea or coffee, what would you prefer?
Coffee anytime.
Coffee anytime. Yeah. Describe yourself in 3 words.
I'm very passionate, focused, and emotional person.
Okay, so if I want to convert one quote, one sentence of yours into a quote, what will that be?
In fact, I have a lot of one-liners. So one I often tell everybody around me, 99 is not 100. Fine. So
I guess that's very interesting.
Yeah. So and when I meet students, I often tell them that it's not about marks, it's about making a mark. Fine. So I mean, I often use these kind of one-liners, and like I also say, wherever there is a doubt, leave it out. Fine. So all these things,
I think like I will have 100 quotes from Dr. Anirudh Gupta.
Oh yes.
Okay, great. What new technology will transform the future education in India?
I think XR and IoT, Internet of Things.
So it was great talking to you, and I wish you all the best for all the future endeavors of DCM Group of Schools. Thank you for giving us your time, and thank you viewers for your time, and keep watching, keep subscribing. We will keep bringing the inspiring stories from all the education sector